Hi everybody, it's Andy. Black Voyage sent their Zephyr Pro backpack for me to try out and review. This is one of those bags that has an internal compression to help you pack more efficiently, and I've been using this for the past week or so, and I think it's a pretty cool bag. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about the Zephyr Pro, all the details, and I'm going to pack it out for a trip that I'm going to be taking over the next week or so. If you like content like this and want to see more, please smash the like button on YouTube, leave a comment below, and subscribe to the channel. It really helps me out. Without further ado, let's get into the bag. The Zephyr Pro by Black Voyage comes in three materials. There's a cloud weave custom material that they have, an X-Pack VX21, or 1680D Cordura version that they sent me here. The dimensions of the bag, we got 19.5 inches tall, the width is about 12.5 inches, and the depth, right now packed up, I measured at about 8.5 inches, though it'll expand up to 10 inches. As far as weight, when I weighed this thing empty, it was just about 5.7 pounds. Taking a look over at the front of the bag, it's pretty clean overall. We just have this, the Cordura material. It's pretty flat. Nothing too remarkable here. There is a pocket here that we'll get into a bit later. On this side of the bag, we have quite a bit. Over here is a nice little Black Voyage logo on a piece of, it feels kind of like heat shrink tubing almost, but it's tied in there to look nice. We have these compression straps, one at the bottom and one over here at the top, but this one covers this TSA lock that they have for the back compartment. There's also a handle here, and this is it's actually a pretty well-cushioned handle made out of a nylon material with some padding inside. Below this handle, closer to the back panel, is a little door, and behind that are two ports that can connect to a battery on the interior. The bottom one is an old-style USB, and the top one here is USB-C, so whatever kind of charger you have, the backpack should accommodate. Looking at the other side of the bag, we have the same compression straps as we did on the one side, and we have a water bottle pocket where I just have a 20-ounce Camelback mag chute. And this one will zip up to lay a bit flatter. The top of the bag features the same handle that you had on the side, and the bottom has nothing at all. Looking over at the back, we've got quite a bit. First, at the top, there's another little handle that you can use if you want to hang the bag on the hook against the wall or something without having to have it reach all the way over to the middle one. So this little loop here is pretty nice. The shoulder straps on each side are very fancy. First, we have some load lifters right at the top, though there's not that much of a room for them to load it up. Going farther down, we have D-rings on both sides. And over here, the SERM strap has the shiniest fid lock I've ever seen, but still a very neat feature. The back of these straps has this nice sort of waffle padding, which I found to be pretty comfortable on my shoulders. And down here is just some other mesh without that extra padding. The shoulder straps can be removed. There are these little buckles here on the bottom where there's a little hook and you can just take them off like so. And behind this piece of Velcro, this back panel slides forward so you can stow them if you want to hide them for like a briefcase carry or something. Also at the bottom, there's a hip belt that has a nice big buckle and some pretty decent padding to it as well. And these are also removable via some gatekeeper straps that attach at the very bottom. Looking at the middle of this back panel, there's a zipper that reveals a sort of hidden items pocket. So if you want to store like a passport, or over here, I have my vision prescription that I got done today. Finally, this strap here is a luggage pass-through. It's made of like a seatbelt style nylon embossed with the Black Voyage brand name. And the panels on either side here have this nice padding. It's got like little circles in it, so it's kind of breathable. And I actually found this pretty comfortable to wear on my back. Let's take a look inside of the bag's pockets. Starting over here at this front top one. All right, so first, all of these exterior zippers are YKK AquaGuard, so these are pretty water resistant. This front pocket here is like your quick access pocket with organization. This is reminiscent of like the travel pouch that you might see by Peak Design. Over here, there's a key leash, and this also has a little magnetic detachment. And here I just have some AirPods Pro attached. In the front, there are some elastic pockets where I have a battery, and this is a pump. We'll look into this a bit later. And you see these are pretty big. The middle here opens up, and you can store anything that you want to keep extra secure. And then there are some more elastic pockets on this side. And finally, this is like a felt lined where you can put sunglasses. I have my sunglasses case in there. And the sunglasses actually can snap shut with a little magnet if you have glasses that you want to just like keep without a case in the pocket. To get into the back pocket, you have to make sure that the compression straps on the top here are undone and that the TSA lock is unlocked. These zipper pulls then come in a half zip, and we get in to the back of the bag. This is the business section. Over here at the very back is the laptop pocket. I have here a 14-inch MacBook Pro, and you can see that there are these little suspenders here. If you have a larger laptop, these can help keep it in place, but the smaller laptop was a bit too small to stay secured by these. Also, this pocket is suspended off the bottom of the bag, so there's, if you drop the bag, a little security there. Beyond this, we have a second, like a tablet pocket with similar suspenders. And over here, I just have a little booklet from my culinary team. Beyond that, there is a little diaphragm at the very bottom here that might be able to separate something. It's kind of hard to see. And this USB cable that goes to the external port there. So you can plug your battery in back here. At the top back here, we have two little slip pockets. Over here, I have a little snack and two little pen pockets. Finally, a little tag with the Black Voyage logo. And this is an X-Pack tag. I think because this was a pre-production unit, they didn't swap it out for the Cordura tag. But the bag does come in X-Pack, and I have the Cordura. Getting into the main compartment, we have this large number 10 YKK AquaGuard zipper. So like a luggage style, you got to undo both of these compression straps because this bag opens like a book. Over on this side, that is the side with the front, you basically have your own chunk of volume with the bag. The bag has 3 volume chunks: the front lid, the office pocket, and then the base over here, which we'll get to later. Looking at the front lid, there are these 3 horizontal pockets here that are both, they don't go too deep. I have just a few N95 masks in here to demonstrate the depth. And this one really, it shares volume with that quick access pocket that I was looking at initially. If the quick access pocket takes up the top here, the bottom is taken up underneath this flap. Over here, they advertise you could put some shoes in there. When I travel, I wear my shoes. So I have my toiletry kit and my boogie bag, which actually both fit in here really well. I can just put them in, and it zips without any trouble. Over here on this side, we have the fun part of the bag. This is their Vortex vacuum seal technology, and I think this is what really sets this bag apart from any other backpack that I've personally owned. They're really proud of this vacuum seal technology. It actually has a certification, IPX8, which means that you can submerge it underwater and water still won't get in. So when you have it tight, that air is going to stay out and it's going to stay nice and vacuum sealed. There's a little D-ring here, which I use as a counter pull to pull down this pretty tight zipper. And then this opens from the middle, revealing the packing space. To test out how the vacuum seal Vortex technology works, I have clothing to pack for a few days trip. Over here I have 1, 2, 3, 4 shirts. I have 2 pairs of pants, a light sweater, 4 pairs of boxers, and 4 pairs of socks. Let's see how each of these fits in the bag. Starting out, I'm just gonna take these pants, put them at the bottom here. I'll take these shirts, put them at the top. And now I'm not focusing too much on removing all of the wrinkles. The nice thing about vacuum seal is that hopefully it'll get rid of all of that air in the wrinkles. So we got these boxers, stick these in. I've got the socks I will put along the edge. And then the jacket. Now, they advertise this as a 60-liter backpack, and if you know the dimensions, like the exterior of this bag is not 60 liters, but their claim is that you can stuff an extra 20 liters in here and then compress it down so that it feels like 60 liters within 40. All right, now I have this packed. There's maybe a little bit more room, so I'm actually just going to grab a little bit more and we'll see what we can do. All right, so I've just unzipped this. I'm gonna smush this sweatshirt towards the bottom. I have another sweatshirt. This is a bit of a thicker one. I've got another pair of boxers, another pair of socks, and one final t-shirt. And so we're really trying to max out this bag. I now have 5 of everything except 2 sweaters and 2 pairs of pants. So this is enough to last quite a bit. And you can see, you've got this volume here. It's up above where the zippers are. With all of this clothing in here, you can see we still have that extra sweater through the window. Let's try and close the bag normal. It's a bit full for that, so we have 2 options. Before we get to the vacuum technology, let's look at the expansion zipper. Over here, they have another large YKK number 10 expansion zipper that I can pull around the bag. It kind of gets caught a little bit partway through, but I can force it where the fabric has a seam. And with that, the bag raises another like 1.5 inches, and we're able to zip it shut. And this is what the bag looks all the way open. It's pretty deep. This is that like 10 inches deep that I measured. And it looks kind of large on my back. So let's see about the alternative. All right, I've reset the bag. I've closed the expansion zipper. So the bag came with this Vortex pump. This is their standard travel pump. It looks a bit like this, and it has a few attachments that it came with. Funny enough, it has all these attachments. It has a little charging cable, but only one of them fits the bag. So you can still use the others if you want to pump up something else like an air mattress or whatever. And actually, I've found that an air mattress pump does have the same fitting as this. So if you don't want to get the Black Voyage pump, you can use that as well. Also, they didn't send it to me, but they have an additional Diaphragm Pro pump, which apparently is supposed to take air in a slightly different way to make it compress even more. But I only have the standard pump here. All right, let's use their tiny air pump and see what we can do. I've been using this for a while, so it might not have a full charge, but let's push the button and watch it go. All right, well, if you can see, that tiny air pump packed a big air punch. Anyway, with the compression not open, let's see how easy this is to close. Yeah, and that's definitely easier than with it all full, smushing it down. All right, so this is it compressed, and you can see, I guess that it's not expanding right away. The air doesn't come out, and that's that, I guess, airtight, watertight certification they have. I'm going to open it now, and you can just watch it rise like that. So the compression definitely did some work here. I'm not sure if we saved an extra 20 liters, but we definitely were able to shrink this down, though I don't know how much more work that does than the old smush the bag to close it trick that I think many of us are used to when packing suitcases. All right, so here's the bag on my back, fully packed out with everything we saw earlier, right after I pumped it up with the tiny pump. And you can see it's still kind of big, but it doesn't feel too bad. It's a very comfortable on my back, and I think I could probably see myself walking around with this for a while. So there you have the Black Voyage Zephyr Pro. Overall, this bag has a lot of features, and I think many of them are done very well. How do you see yourself using that compression feature? For me, I'm not sure if I need it. Normally I use packing cubes and compress stuff within those myself. But if you're not a packing cube packer, or you want to fit things like a down jacket that are really full of air, I can definitely see it being a useful feature for some. If there was one thing I could change about the bag, it'd be making these compression straps removable, because with the internal vacuum compression, with the compression zipper, I think the added straps, I find them just a bit more dangly than helpful. You can get the Black Voyage Zerpher Pro at their website. Right now, they have the Cloud Weave material version for $219.99. Starting January 1st, they're going to be doing a limited pre-order of the Cordura. This is going to be for $269.99, and then the X-Pack version at $299.99. They have a limited pre-order for both of those. I don't think it's going to be an unlimited run. And there's a limited offer where they'll give you that free pump if you order on the website. Use the link in the description below, and I might get a little kickback. Thank you all so much for watching the video. Please smash the like button on YouTube, leave a comment below, and subscribe to the channel. It really helps me out. Thank you so much for watching, and have a good day.